I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to make videos where I'm pretending to be scared, pretending to be getting chased by an imaginary SpongeBob.exe or a cartoon cat or a Huggy Wuggy. These videos, they're fun to make, they really are, but they're not real, and I just don't want to do it anymore. Now, before you comment, just please watch until the end, because it's all gonna make sense once you get to the end of the video. I'm not saying that I'm done with YouTube, I'm just saying that for now, I'm done with these types of videos. Let's start from the beginning. When I first started doing YouTube, I loved it. I was doing real challenges. I was doing 24-hour challenges, I was doing abandoned videos, I was doing ghost adventures, things where I didn't have to pretend to be afraid. Like when I was afraid in a 24-hour challenges, I was actually afraid of maybe getting caught or a million other things that was going on. When I was afraid at an abandoned explore video, for example, I was really afraid. Was the place gonna fall down? Did I just step into a hole and am I about to fall down and get hurt? When I was doing a ghost adventure and I heard a sound, did I just catch something paranormal on camera? Like, I've always believed in demons, spirits, angels, God, all those things. So I know those things are real to me. So there was no acting. It was all the real me. And I think that's why most of you subscribed to my channel, right? Like, I don't think you wanted to see me acting or pretending to be afraid. You wanted real adventure, real haunted, and a real exploration and a real thrill. But ever since, I've been doing these live action skits, and it's kind of funny how it actually all started. So let me tell you. So after I did the 24-hour challenge at Chuck E. Cheese, I was reading through the comments because I was wondering, like, why did this Chuck E. Cheese video go so viral? What made it viral? And I later learned that it's because it was based off of Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Like, it was a big game, and Chuck E. Cheese and Five Nights at Freddy's are super related. So the 24-hour challenge at Chuck E. Cheese was almost a real life version of the Five Nights at Freddy's game. And that's when I was reading the comments and someone said, oh my god, imagine Freddy Fazbear actually was there. That would be so scary. Oh my god, that would be so cool. And I was like, wait, that would be really cool. Like, what if there was a way that I could make that imagination real? What if I could actually put Freddy Fazbear in real life at Chuck E. Cheese? And that's how it all started. It was through reading your comments and seeing your imagination and seeing that you guys wanted me to do these characters as if they were in real life. And that's where the skits came from. That's where the live action videos came from. And then I thought about it and I'm like, okay, Five Nights at Freddy's would be cool. Growing up, I loved watching Disney movies and SpongeBob and all these cartoon characters, and I was like, wait, what if I were to bring these characters, my favorite cartoon characters, into real life? Like, how cool would that be? What if I did a live action video of actually finding Mickey Mouse or finding SpongeBob or finding my favorite cartoon characters in real life, Bugs Bunny? How cool would that be? So then I went down the rabbit hole of doing these live action skits, of bringing my favorite cartoon characters into real life. Not only did I do my favorite cartoon characters, but then I later discovered your favorite cartoon characters as well. Characters like Talking Tom or Talking Angela. Characters from video games like Poppy Playtime, such as Huggy Wuggy. Or characters like Mommy Longlegs. characters that, quite frankly, I've never even heard of, that I actually had to research and be like, oh, who is this character? It's their favorite cartoon character. To make your childhood and my childhood cartoon characters come to life. And it was fun for a while. You guys loved it, and I loved making them, just seeing my imagination come to life. But after a while, they started to take a turn for the worst. And first, it was a bunch of things, but first it was other creators literally copying my videos and making the exact same title of a video I had, and then when you clicked on it, it wouldn't even be like your favorite character in real life. It would just be them pretending like they caught the character in real life, and then when you click on the video, it's just them playing a video game. And that's not the reason I created these live action videos. Or it would be like a really crappy green screen with no effort, and it was upsetting, to be honest. Like, I would watch the video and it would feel like my art was being trashed. That beautiful imagination I had in my head of your favorite cartoon characters and my favorite cartoon characters, or characters from your favorite games in real life, like bridging reality and fantasy together. It was not so nice anymore. It was becoming something ugly. It was becoming people just doing it just for the views. Not only that, but some people even thought that I tried convincing my viewers, that I tried scamming my viewers into thinking that these skits and these live action videos were real. As if I was trying to convince you that Santa Claus and SpongeBob are real. As if I was trying to convince you that Cartoon Cat and Siren Head and Talking Tom are all real and are not just cartoon characters. Our Bugs Bunny was literally there in real life, and that they're not just cartoon characters made for entertainment purposes. I thought it was obvious that these skits were obviously meant for entertainment purposes only, and I literally put that in the description of every single video that I posted that was a live action video or a skit. And I figured, with a little common sense, that you would realize they were all just for fun. But nonetheless, I just kept posting them because they were fun, and you were enjoying them. And those people who were commenting that, they're just the haters, right? So, screw the haters. And my fans, they still wanted to see new cartoon characters. You all would comment, hey, can you do this character? Can you do this character? And I would have to research and find out about your favorite cartoon characters. And your childhood, I feel like I was there for you growing up. But then I started to realize something. I started to realize that every couple of months, I would get a surge in comments from people saying something like, hey Aldo, I'm glad to see you're still posting. I used to watch your videos a couple years ago, but now I'm an adult and I grew out of these things. Or other comments would be like, oh my god, I can't believe I used to think that these videos were real, LOL. And then they would get triggered as if I was like trying to, and some people would even get triggered thinking that I was like trying to lie to them and pretend like Santa Claus was real or something. And then it really dawned on me that I was there for my fans' childhood, right? Growing up, I was doing all their favorite cartoon characters and bringing them into real life, something that no one else was doing. And the problem was that eventually they would grow out of my content. Eventually, these kids were not kids anymore, and no longer did they want to see SpongeBob getting chased by someone else. So it was always me getting new kids and the new kids, which is cool because you always find out what the new cartoon characters are, and you're always there for someone else's childhood. But eventually every kid needs to grow up, and they eventually transition into watching more adult-based content. And all the hard work I put in, all the audience that I built, whether I was doing 24-hour challenges, or whether I was doing these live action videos, or whether I was doing ghost adventures, or whether I was doing abandoned exploration videos, all of the hard work that I put in to build that audience, well, they would move on. They would move on because I was still doing these skits, these live action videos, because they are adults now and they don't want to watch these skits anymore. They want to see the real stuff. They want to see the real ghost adventures. They want to see the real exploration videos. They want to see me do challenges. So while it was fun making this content for you when you were a kid, I think at some point I need to grow up as well, and for that reason I'm done making this type of content. So moving forward, I want to focus on real challenges that actually scare me, adventures where I don't need to pretend like I need to be scared or pretend that I'm getting chased by SpongeBob.exe, but adventures and challenges where I'm actually afraid because I'm investigating a real paranormal, or a place where ghosts are very active because I believe those are real, or an adventure where I'm exploring an abandoned place and there's a thrill and maybe there's a security guard and I might get caught and I have to be really sneaky, or even a 24-hour challenge if you guys want to see those. And you know what, maybe, just maybe, if there's something like really tempting, something special, I mean something like a Grimace Shake or a Siren Head, or just something that even you as an adult would enjoy watching as either a live action video or a skit, then and only then would I take part in these types of skits. But otherwise I won't be doing those types of videos anymore. And for those of you who have stuck with me this far through all the skits and all the challenges and all the different types of videos that I have uploaded, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being there, and thank you for your patience. And I hope one day I'll be able to organize a big meetup somewhere so that I can meet you all in person and actually talk to you in person. So if you like the sound of that, be sure to subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys for the next adventure.